Hey everyone, this is Jan, and it is time for a little daily Indie GameDev update. Sip of coffee. Still warm. Let's plug in the controller. Let me just try and talk while I play. If you're new here, I'm making a top-down adventure game. A little bit more visible like that. And this part over here, this is the part where I've been focusing my endeavors, making little gameplay tweaks, adding collision for a number of days now. And just how much collision? Well, let me just show you right here. I was at 700 collision planes. I'm now at 1400 collision planes, which means I've doubled what was there. This is so much work. You see all these black lines? That's the collision where you can't walk through. Those are the walls, if you will. And I really want to have a physical feel, so I'm kind of micromanaging. I'm not just drawing straight lines here. I like how that feels, but it's also a lot of work to implement, so let's test it. How are we going to test it? Well, we just hit play. And we totally forgot that we were actually all the way over here, but that's okay. I've implemented a cave. Doesn't actually take you anywhere yet, but it's there. So how things are going. As you can see, it's a pixel on the water. It's okay. That could be a little bit better. There are some areas where there is collision missing. So later, when I've processed this video, after I upload it, I'm gonna just put it on the side so I can see myself play, and so I can see where the collision looks and feels off. This is good. This could be a little bit more to the left. This is... I've got the classic Zelda 1, the 8-bit camera thing going. I'm already starting to think like, you know, some of this map is just off. This definitely needs a little extra tile so it looks like you can walk. Some of these tiles are going to have to be redone. Let's see, you should be behind here. Is this a bit, yeah, could be tightened up. Like I said, I have some new plans how I'm going to attempt to repaint things in Sprite I talked about the other day, but for the most part I've just been laying down collision. All the little nooks and crannies. I believe the top wall was okay, but this is all new over here. Could be tightened up, not high enough. One of the problems I'm having is that because of this camera system, you have essentially perspective, and so instead of simply what's going on here? Instead of simply adding collision to the tiles, then the tile that is all the way on that corner of the screen or this one, the collision would look offset, which is why I have to do it by hand. A lot of the collision have holes in it. They're just close to each other, and then sometimes, even though it doesn't look like it, sometimes that means you can just walk through. And so this is basically me game testing, beta testing. See, I feel like I should be able to walk down here. Okay, so I'm going to have to open that up. What else is happening in the world of Jan? A lot of Crimson Desert. A lot of Crimson Desert. I have been clearing out some outposts in Crimson Desert, which is such a open world thing to do, I guess. But I have to say, some of these battles, like, I don't know, like maybe it's that generally speaking in open world, you kind of expect the amount of characters you can interact with to be limited. So to have an open world where all of a sudden the battle, like you go from having these battles with like maybe 10 characters, and then all of a sudden there's like 50 swarming you, which is really cool. It's very exciting. But maybe it's just my tactic, but I do feel like sometimes these battles really drag and take forever. They just take forever to finish up. But I cleared out some. I cleared out a couple, turned them blue. Then I found a nearby puzzle, which is very frustrating because it's a puzzle where you have to walk across tiles and then you're not allowed to walk across the same tile again. In a 3D world with a 3D character who has like all these animations about how he turns and then accidentally touches the wrong tiles. Incredibly frustrating. Something is missing here. See that? But then, after like an hour and a half of trying to figure this out, all of a sudden it hit me. I can go into first person view. And that helped me line up the character way easier. Because usually what happens when you're in first person, you're just the camera, you're not actually the character anymore, even though it does feel a bit offset. So maybe I am. Okay, we were still checking hold down shift. We were checking up here. This is the player start icon. Okay. You hold down Option or Alt and you drag another one out. Let's do that. This one I felt like you should be able to walk there. Just a little live tweak. Hit play again. Other gaming. Death Stranding. Man. Whoa, what happened? Death Stranding. Oh my god. That game. That game, I mean, it's such a quirky game. The story is very intriguing. But then, you know, you're at the space, you're in all these menus, and it's like, oh, you need to go over here. But if you go there, you need to print this device. And it's like, okay, I'll print that device. Put it on my back. I walk out there. And then I can't access the device on my back. It has to go through a menu. So I check my back. It's not there anymore. Which now means you have to spend 20 minutes walking back. And so that's when I quit. It's like some of the things in this game are just incredibly frustrating. Okay, this is a little diagonal. Okay, we can go there. All right, let's check if I lined this up correctly. This is all perfect. Other games. Games are on sale. So I got that Vampire. Is it Vampire Hunter game? This is still not. I don't like that. Vampire Hunter game is like a roguelike. It's a bullet hell. Looks really cool. Try that out. I also got a Mega Man X collection because I only actually played the first Mega Man X or 10. I never actually played any of the follow-ups to the best of my memory, and I'd love to get some Mega Man in. I also got that Ninja game remastered. I forget what it's called now. It's a side-scrolling stealth game that I bought for the Mac, and then it turned out to be keyboard and mouse, and it's like, no thank you. So I couldn't, I just didn't want to play it anymore. I bought it very cheap on the Mac, but the game looks so cool that I'm like, okay, I'm buying this game again for like $2. So I got that one. I got a Metal Slug 3 because one of my friends in Spain is very excited for the Neo Geo console re-release. And that got me excited to play Metal Slug. To fawn all over all the very cool animations SNK made for that game. So there's that. I always think of this tile as algae. So yeah, this is like very tight. And then over here you have to walk into it like this. Okay, that could be higher. Here, stop here. Okay, alright. Okay, this is all new. See how it moves along the coastline. That cross is the shadow layer that I have yet to build. It also took me like 2 days to implement. Okay, this is all looking good. One of the big issues with the collision as it is okay, this is the outside, is those 1400 polygons are not very optimal, right? Okay, this needs to be tightened up from the water perspective. And so the 1400 polygons are going to be merged once I'm like 100% on, like, okay, everywhere it's lined up correctly. Let's go. I'm going to merge them into one, save the game first, make a backup copy, merge it into one. Hopefully, Unreal will do what it's done before, where it plonks down the merged object precisely where it was merged from, so I don't have to pixel peep again and move it into place. Okay, this needs to be tighter, okay. This is like when you're swimming. Progress, next.